Hey, how are you, Sassy Students? I'm Brand Smith, the Creeper, and we're here with Minecraft Vikings. Um, Me and my friend had been working offline to do little things. We did die at one point, but we got a lot of our diamond stuff back. Because we went super deep in the ground, so we have like a bunch of diamonds. Which I still need to deposit. And let me turn all this copper into copper blocks. Here for all this gold. Guys, do the same for all the lapis. Oh, we have a couple raw iron in there. What the hell? Where'd the raw iron go? There it is. There we go. Blocks gold. Block iron. Block of lapis. Block of copper. Yeah, this isn't really a necessity kind of thing. It's just a thing that kind of helps just downsize everything, you know? Helps keep everything a little more compact. Yeah, I can see how like a look. It's like hell yeah. Got a lot and stuff like that. And copper. We have a diamond pickaxe there. Let's see, is that something about us having 3? No, he's just an idiot. Thought the pickaxe that I put in the chest was another one that we had. He's just a fool. Hold up, I can make one more block of iron now. Apparently I also have another stack at 64 iron. Wait, no, this isn't even the least of our iron. Like, this is like the smallest amount of iron we have here at the base. We have so much more somewhere else. Why do I have so many sticks in this furnace? The hell? Okay. Right now I'm trying to make a strip mine in an area me and my friend have been working in. We've been working this area a lot, which is why I'm trying to make it into a strip mine. It's just a big, huge pain in the ass. Because it is underwater and it's pretty far away. So, all you gotta do is follow this massive torch path that I created as an area of safety. I don't have more torches, do I? Oh, okay. So each of those little pillars is a different entrance into the cave system. I don't have any coal on me at the moment. It's fine. So I'm probably not gonna have it like this. I'm probably gonna coming from that direction. But this is the start of it. This is the start of our massive strip mine that I'm gonna be making. Of which I will be working on this episode. Just kinda, I wanna have this be kinda like an update video on what me and my friend are doing. I've been primarily living off raw flesh. Had a few close calls trying to do this where I almost died. I am trying to use dirt as the primary source I'm filling in the water with. Just because once I get to that layer, it's easier and quicker to dig up dirt than it is to dig up stone and cobblestone. But yeah. All I'm trying to do for this, though, is even though I am going to flip this in the direction the staircase is eventually, this is just kind of like a way for us to dig deeper so we can start to explore. But this really is a big, huge cavern that's just filled, and I mean filled with water. We went through multiple water pockets to get to here, of which I drowned in one, died, got my stuff back for the most part, lost some stuff, that's why I say for the most part, got my diamond sword back at least, along with the 11 diamonds I had on me. I got the important stuff back. That's the thing I only cared about. Alright, look, this is getting deep, because now it's starting to get down to a depth of like 55. But the mine system that we have going on... No, wait. So there's a tunnel that I made that goes down to like a negative 60 almost. It's like right down there. I will say this, trying to work underwater at night is a royal pain in the ass. I don't like it, personally. But hey, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. Gotta work when you can. Because this is a massive project. Because there's so many... Right, we're entering the deep dark, and we're getting so deep underground where there's just oceans and oceans of lava, and it's just like, we're gonna need every advantage we can down there. Mines, but no, I don't have any more. Did. You know, I even told my friend just to start flattening this mountain here. Just because it's going to be like, yeah, we're going to use this area here eventually. Yeah, bugger off. And you destroyed my torch. You son of a bitch. Okay. You know, that's the one thing I like about my friend. When I play with my friend on Minecraft, I was like, when I give him a task to do it, he does it. Other games, he don't do that so much. But in Minecraft, when I give him a task, it gets fucking done. Alright, that should be good enough. And I think, unless he destroyed it, no, it's right there. Okay. Well, every time I do stuff, I'm kind of hoping that I get some rotten flesh. I'm surviving mostly off rotten flesh and raw meat. Yeah, see what I mean? I need some freaking glowstone is what I need. Because right now this is just stupid. Because right now all I can do really is just dig. Because I can't see. You guys are so irritating, you know that? Saturation on it isn't that great. But I mean, hey, better than getting hunger. Far better than getting hunger. Oh, goody, I already had a stone shovel too. How good. I am tired. It's a little bit early in the morning. I'm gonna be at work at like 1 o'clock. It is what it is. Alright. Alright, this will help get me some more blocks. Thank you. Took you long enough to die. Did you seriously fire an arrow at me before you died? But no, I do have Devil May Cry. It'll be coming in the works eventually. Once I finish some of my other series, I just have some series that last a really long time, like Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. It's a really long game, really hard to 100%. Because it's just a massive behemoth of a game. There we go. And this is why I like sticking to cobblestone tools, because this kind of project is going to be taking a lot of cobblestone. Not taking, but it's going to be giving me a lot of cobblestone. So then it's just like, blech, what do I do with it all? But no, something I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cover this very top layer with dirt, which is why I'm also trying to push this back some. Because currently it's just getting too dark, it's getting too deep down into the water. So my only solution is just cover up the top layer of water and reduce the line. Gonna make sure it doesn't regrow any grass, just so I know where I'm supposed to dig back up. But, you know, this is gonna be a much bigger help to me being able to do stuff than anyone will realize, because it's just so dark down there. And yeah, it's kind of also because there's that, and I'm not getting any sunlight down there, but it's just so dark. So if I can just push back this a little bit. And I am gonna have to re-dig all this back up, which is a slight waste of time. But on the upside, that this water layer is now one further down, which means I can see easier as it gets darker during the day. So as it gets darker, I can still see. Which is really my main issue right now. I can't see as it gets darker. But with me lowering the water level by 1, I think that won't be much of an issue now. So yeah, there's many advantages to doing what I just did. Let me see here. Yes, some coal. There's even some coal right there. Finally, the strip mine might actually pay out. Seriously, rain? Do you know how much harder that makes it to see underwater? Okay. Now all I can really do is just keep trying to raise this up a layer. Fuck off. One of the major annoyances of trying to work underwater. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try and raise this up so it's more flush with this other layer. And I'm sure I still haven't even frickin' dug down to the deeper layers yet. As I push this back a lot. You know, see what I mean? It's like, it takes a while to mine stone. Things like dirt and sand are much easier. It's why I'm not using cobblestone as much as possible to do this project. Just simply because it'll be annoying, takes too long to work with. Plus if I mess up, it's quicker to dig up dirt than it is stone or cobblestone underwater. It's actually how I died one time. Because I couldn't find a freaking air bubble. One time I dug an air bubble, but the air bubble just led to another water pocket and caused me to drown. And I was like, well, fuck. Okay, I do have a crafting table right there. Fine. There we go. Another advantage is if I keep using a whole bunch of dirt instead of stone, it'll let me get through my stone supply to a certain degree. I'll be going through shovels a lot more. Granted, it's going to be very slow, getting through all that stone supply, but I mean, I'm gonna be getting through it. Alright. This is clay, by the way. It has a really cool texture, I like it. I'm gonna dig this one layer back just so I don't have to keep mining as far. You know, see, you can just see where I used cobblestone at certain points. I'm hoping I can dig into that tunnel that I was digging to go really deep underground. Because I know if I do, then I'll actually have a slight advantage. Because then that means I'll have one air pocket dealt with, which is nice. It's kind of something I want to deal with. Just get rid of the air pocket? Water pockets. Not air pockets. Water pockets. I want to deal with some of those water pockets, because they really get to become a nuisance. And so is this freaking rain. Jeez, really? That should be good enough for right now. Again, it's also becoming nighttime, and it's still raining, meaning I won't be able to see at all underwater. So, rain's another thing that becomes a pain to deal with. I would like to have some glowstone, but we haven't even been to the nether yet, so. I think I also lost our bucket, but that's an issue for another time. Bruh. Gonna seem like this is all just dirt and sand, which I can just dig through super fast with my shovel. I'll eventually turn all this into cobblestone stairs. Excuse me. What do I need? Shovel. So all I can do is dig through the night and build through the day. It's a really annoying cycle of dig and build, but it's what I gotta do to make this work. Are you serious? Raiders? It's like, are you fucking serious? Pillagers are like the last thing I needed. Oh goody, now they're trying to kill me. Whatever, I just killed the raid boss, I don't care. just enough. I'm just gonna send that sand down. Are you freaking serious, mate? Want to throw hands too, really? Here we go. Now to dig another layer away. Just because I do need more dirt, but I think I actually have dirt in my inventory because it's not going in my hotbar. Yep. 20 dirt right there, and I do have a stupid amount of cobblestone. Hence why I didn't make a chest over there. And I put it in the ground intentionally just because it is more convenient that way if I put it into the ground, because it's my friend digging. It means that he won't have the chest and crafting table over there floating. At least not for a long while. This right here is just gonna be a massive help to my exploration. Really? Piss off! You made like no noise. Sun's shining in through my window and it's just like blech. I'm trying to charge my phone and it's not wanting to charge. When you let me exit out of that, just wait, I hate that. No, what I'm trying to do with my phone is just like I have my new battery and I have my old battery. That's how I'm going about it. So I have my new battery to help me, you know, not have to deal with bullshit, because my old battery, when it got to low percentages, just immediately turns off or reboots itself, stupid stuff. With me having my old battery to use as my primary battery, and then use my new battery as my backup, which normally charges normally. Don't really have any issues with it because it's a brand new freaking battery. Duh. It's pretty nice. But yeah, no. This is actually a massive help to me being able to see underwater. That just lowers the water level, which makes it so it's not as dark under there. So because this is like, I can't really do much during the day, or not during the day, but during the night. Kind of prevented from working at night. Simply just because I can't see. shit, oxygen. I do have to leave at like 12. Let me make sure I don't have to work at Chuck E. Cheese today. Pretty sure I work at Dollar Tree today, but I've been wrong in the past. Just gonna dig this back one. Just because I am making some progress. And this is just gonna be impeding my progress. Ironically enough. Balls. Alright, I'm not even gonna worry about my phone. It's just trying to boot up very stupidly. know, I dug this one spot a little too deep. Which, I mean, it's fine. I'm going that deep eventually anyway. There we go. I'm entering a more of a dirt and gravel patch area. Ugh, I hate that. Whenever you do the speed swim, sometimes you get stuck on like a corner of a block, and it's just like, why? Alright. I'm doing this little strategy just because what this does is allows me to get blocks down there at the lower depths while also removing the top layer of water. Because right now that's kind of what I need to do. Is just get some blocks down there, because then it means I don't have to waste as much time trying to remove blocks by hand. That'll actually help out a decent amount, because that's going to get some gravel down there. I want my education to be good. Ah, bollocks, okay. One thing I'm going to make it a habit of is whenever I come back here, I'm always going to try and take another notch out of this and take another notch out of my thingy. Just because it helps me restock on supplies to do this massive project. Don't let me. Bruh. I was literally crouching just so I didn't fall into the water. And then I fell in anyway. You know, hopefully, if by covering up this layer of water, and I'm helping that other layer of water start to recede, I can maybe see underwater a little better, because then the layers of water aren't as deep and the water is kind of just shallower. I'm usually the person that likes to think of it and work from the top down and bottom from the top, depending on how what the project is. Sometimes working from the top down is better, sometimes working from the bottom up is better. You know, it just depends on the task at hand, really. Every task has a different way of doing it, some better, some worse. It's just the way life is. There's more than one way to do a thing. I can't see literally anything, and my brightness is up a lot. Alright. There we go. removing this layer will be a massive help. Especially once I can actually start to get, like, further down and, you know, there's just a lot of things that go into it. There's upsides and downsides to what I'm doing right now, because, like, my shovel isn't at full durability by the time I get back. It's, like, slightly damaged for the most part by the time I get back to there, so it's a little worn out and damaged. Balls. I still have yet to encounter coal. A little disappointed in that. Ow, my ear. I just realized I was gonna check to see if I work at Chuck E. Cheese. Dollar Tree. Yeah, I was right. It is Dollar Tree. Good, 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 good. I'm gonna power off my phone so this shitty battery can actually charge. Like, my old phone battery doesn't charge unless my phone's turned off. Even then, it struggles to charge, which is annoying. Because my battery's, like, at least 3 years old, pushing 4. So what I'll probably do is, when I get paid again, now that my Dollar Tree pay is larger, it'll definitely help pay out a lot more. So I might be able to put some more money aside, plus me and my aunt are finally stable living. After a lot of stress and hardship, we're finally stable. We might be fine for a long while now. You know, I think we're doing alright for ourselves now, which is nice. We've kind of had a lot of uncertainty throughout these months, but I think we're finally doing good. It's, you know, all I can really ask for. So we're just doing good. I mean, hey, it's slowly getting there. I really don't need to use my pickaxe all that often, which is actually a really good sign that I've been doing pretty good at just using primarily dirt to do my stuff. I'll eventually find some coal, which is ideal, so I can actually start torching up this place, which is dork. And it's just a situation where all I can do is build at night, and like mine and other stuff like that. Because like I can't see underwater. What I can do is just get rid of the top layers and basically allow me to see underwater further. I guess, I don't know. I could start to destroy that. That might also help with seeing in the cave system. See, this is why I was trying to tell him to just level this mountain. I'm just gonna dig it back to this point. Piss off and leave me alone. want nothing to do with you right now, man. I'll dig it away to here. I'm just gonna do it in a way that allows me to just try and remove some of the stuff that's like make it to where I can't see. Alright, let me just continue my main thing. I also need to bring this down a little bit. Yep, figured that would happen. I'm just gonna... Really? Break! Thank you. I need a new shovel, new pick. I'm running out of sticks, but it's fine. Swear to God, muscle spasms do not start. I would rather you not. It's in 10:46. Fine by me. No, we're slowly getting down there, buddies. Alright. Make me another shovel. Have to make me an axe here soon. I was gonna have to store away all this freaking cobblestone here soon as well. I'm gonna have to... just so I can see while I'm down there, because it's really hard to freaking see down there. My English accent. I'm a dwarf. kind of funny. My friend last night was complaining that he hurts because he was setting up like a whole bunch of like outpost kind of things for you to like sit in while you're deer hunting. And he's like, oh man, I'm tired, I hurt. It's like, bitch, please! I went to work the next day after I've crashed my fucking bike. And that's the one thing I'm starting to learn that I really hate. That people think is like, oh, cashier, you just stand there and don't really do anything. It's like, nope. Fuck no. Being a cashier fucking sucks. You deal with stupid people, fucking people constantly trying to give you money when you're not a fucking bank. It's like, fuck off. If you want to fucking get smaller bills, go to an actual fucking bank or an ATM, some shit. Don't come to like a damn Dollar Tree or something like that to get smaller bills. Like, that's not what we're for. We are a convenience store, not a fucking bank. You know, the amount of people that I get to come into, like, that are paying with the $20 bill, despite them only having to pay something that's like $5 fucking dollars, like $5 and something and change, it's just like, motherfuckers. Especially, it's even worse when I fucking seen in their wallet they have like a $5 and a $1 bill. It's like, you sacks of shit, just fucking give me the 5 and 1. Learn to fucking read. It says on the sign, we don't have change. Exact amount is appreciated. I can't tell. Yes, he just gets so dark. I've been lucky so far that a phantom has tried to swoop down. Oh, there it is. Fuck you. Oh, they look so weird. Oh, they look like birds. Weird. Why does it look like bird? Looks like a giant falcon or eagle or something. But, you know, I know that this is just like one step I can take to make it where I can see under the water. Another step I can actually take to allow me to see underwater is actually destroying that thing that's overhanging above the water. Because that can also prevent me from being able to see underwater. Right, my helmet broke. Ah, fuck off, really? Fuck her off! Swear to God, these guys are just coming after me. Okay. Fuck off, you damn phantom, really? Really? If too much of my armor breaks, I'm gonna book it back to base. I hear ya. Motherfucker! Catch me outside, how about that? Dive down at me, I dare ya. Oh, you motherfucker! Where the fuck did you go? I lost track of one of them and I fucking couldn't find him again. God damn these things. I just need a dip. My health is getting too low. Those phantoms wouldn't freaking leave me alone. Got a piece of armor missing. Hopefully when I get back to the base I can get some real food. It's dwarven ingenuity. But now eventually I will redesign this just so it's a one lever system, just like that one up there. Took me a while to figure out how to set up that one lever system, longer than it should have. Now I'm just gonna take a few freaking torches, or a few things of coal and just turn them into torches or whatever. You know what I mean. I don't gotta explain myself to ye. I can just put some blocks in there. Oh, I have birch planks. I'm fine on kind of thing. Did not mean to put seeds in there. Seeds. Let me first off. Okay, there's a decent amount of rotten flesh in there. Some more bones in there, some more gunpowder. Spider eye might be important. Now then, I should be fine for the most part. I should be good for a few more nights. But no, I thought I was all out of sticks, but I guess not. I still had a bunch of wood on me. But no, it's weird that there's just a face in the sun and moon. I don't know why there is. There just is. Because from what I remember, this is the Norse mythology pack. It should technically be a wolf. Because in Norse mythology, the sun and moon were two wolves that chase each other through the sky. And when they finally catch one another, it's either going to be a lunar or a solar eclipse. I hate that I just jumped. I don't know why I jumped. Okay, I need to work on removing some more of that top layer. Because it is going to be a royal pain in the ass trying to see down there when you can't actually see what you're trying to do. Rockabilly, huh? Okay, it's only 11 AM. I'm fine. I'm sitting pretty. Granted, working with just stone tools does get annoying because you always have to restock, but it pays out in the long run. Simply just because you're not trying to waste as many minerals as like freaking iron. You're just trying to gather up more stone when you can just constantly have that feedback loop type situation where you're just constantly mining cobblestone, then using cobblestone to make more tools, which reduces some of the cobblestone by a little bit. Granted, it's just like taking a notch at, I don't know, it's like a drop in the bucket for the amount of cobblestone you're collecting, but every little bit removed helps. Yes, this is actually going to be big piece right here that's gonna get removed. This will definitely help me see back there a little bit better. And there's some coal. You love to see it. I'm gonna dig it back one more layer just because that should be good enough for now. Once this layer gets gone, one thing I'll never understand though is why in Borderlands 2 the rat people have a hiss to them. Like they're snake people. They're not snakes, they're rats. It's a little confusing to me, but eh. It is what it is. But no, I love like old Celtic and Gaelic and kind of old Viking styled music. It's just like, oh, so good. Cause I just have that kind of thing in my blood. I've always liked old, like native kind of music. No, I'll dig it back one more layer just because there is that layer of coal that I kind of really want. And then I also have to dig all this down into the mine. But no, basically what this is doing is just allowing me to have access down into the deep dark much easier instead of us having to like, okay, think it's this way, maybe this way. But what it does is instead of us having to aimlessly wander through the caves, which are very confusing, we can just strip mine. Like, I'm going to expand this out to the right just so it links up to those other tunnels. But for now, this is just going to be a massive strip mine that'll eventually have glass put over it, because that's what I like to do. So it's like you don't need torches. So it's like during the day you're fine, nothing can really hurt you, and you can just be in there as long as you want. While still be able to see what time of day it is, which is nice. So it's just like, do you want to mine at night and then go do stuff during the morning when it's safer out? Then okay, fine. You can just look up at the sky and see exactly what time of day it is. It's useful. It also helps to where if mobs are in the mine, they just burn once it becomes daytime. You don't have to deal with any of their BS. Alright. Now I'm just gonna attempt to dig this out and down. Cause yeah, that's definitely like taking a chunk of light and just poured it down into there, because before it was just like, it was just a lighting issue for the most part. I just couldn't see because it was too dark. But now that I actually have some light down into there, it's a little bit better. God, the music in this is so good too. Love this mashup pack. The textures look nice. Freaking music's great. Like, I have no complaints about this. This is a worthwhile investment in my opinion. I love that I bought this. One thing I always kind of find ironic about this one YouTuber, it's popular MMOs. I don't know if anyone knows who he really is anymore. He used to be really popular on YouTube at one point. But his channel, ever since him and his ex kind of broke up, or they divorced, or I don't know what their situation was. I don't know if they were married or not, or engaged or whatever. But ever since they split, it was a mutual split. The girl he was with at the time loved her personality. She was actually very sweet. On her channel, it's Gaming with Jen. I think they still might play together. Not entirely sure. I think they're still friends. Can't really think of what the whole thing was, but one of them wanted kids, one of them didn't. So they got with some different people, and then for some reason their fan base was like really aggressive towards Pat's girl he was with at the time, which was like, why? It's like, why does it matter who he's with? That's something I'll never get. Is like, people don't have a say in who you date on when it comes to being YouTubers. It's like, let people date who they want to date. Don't be like, you can't date this person. You were with this person for so long, and it's just like, yeah, but you also like never really saw them ever. So what's the difference? Like in his case though, like they were together for a long time. She was a big part of his channel. She was actually one of the reasons why I subscribed, because her personality was just so cute and adorable, and I liked her personality. She was super goofy and funny, and she was kind of the main reason why I subscribed to his channel. But it is what it is. Things happen, things change, you know. People move on. Some people do not. But I think his channel has died off a little bit, which is sad, because he used to do a lot of cool videos. Like, he used to do mob battles, which I kind of wish he still did, honestly, where he put two mobs against each other from different mods, and he used a mod to make sometimes some mobs fight one another. So he would sometimes see how many of one mob it takes to kill another. Which is why, if you ever watched his kind of like, I don't want to say it's Hunger Games-esque, but this one thing he did on his YouTube channel where it was where they'd get a bunch of lucky blocks and they'd see how many waves they can survive of summoning in a certain mob, and sometimes it would work, and sometimes they would get really good with their loot, sometimes they'd get really crappy loot, but you know. I'm actually just going to do this just because I know I'm not going to actually deal with this layer quite yet. So yes, I will grab this iron. Thank you. Mine. Okay. Balls. Did not think there were repercussions of me jumping down to here. How? I literally went to bed. Piss off. Bro, you literally just came from down in the mine. Well, fuck you too there, bud. Piss Piss off. Yeah, I got a double tap on you. Yeah, I need to nip that in the butt before it becomes a bigger issue. Bugger off. Great. Spider jockey. Those are always fun. Not that way. I'm gonna die at this rate. I swear I went to bed, but apparently I didn't. Piss off. But I've gotten a lot of work done. My friend is probably off sleeping, knowing him. Doesn't matter what time I fucking go to bed at, I'll still wake up early in the morning. I could stay up. What the fuck? Why are you not charging now? George. My phone hasn't been charging this entire time, apparently. Says my phone. Which is really infuriating. Because the battery's at like 37%. Guarantee I'm also using a charger that's going bad. I had to recently buy a new pack of 3. Okay, that works. See, I wish I knew how to set up those door systems where it's like it's always closed until you step on the pressure plate and then it opens up and then it closes behind you. But that requires a constant redstone signal, and then when you step on a pressure plate, it deactivates the redstone signal, and then it opens up and then it closes behind you. It's complicated. I don't know how to do that level of redstone. I know the very basics of redstone. Like, I don't know how observers work, because that's a little bit more advanced stuff. Like, I know old school Minecraft redstone. Let me put it that way. I don't know any of the new space age tricks. Okay. I'm gonna try and make it to where I have more natural light down there. It's a long and hard grind to do this little strip mine. But I think once it actually gets done, it's gonna be satisfying. Also, I'm just gonna make 2 pickaxes preemptively. Well, my inventory's full of cobblestone. See what I mean, people? You get rid of some and you gain more. But I'm just gonna try and deal with this earlier on, just because this kind of thing I have to deal with while it's daytime and I'm on the surface. Kind of level, not slightly below ground. So this is gonna be going from like a depth of like almost 80, like 60, 70 to like negative like 60. Eventually it will. Not right now, but eventually it will. Well, this is why I made 2 pickaxes, because I gotta bust this back. And then I gotta make it accessible. But no, I still need to make that staircase an actual staircase, but it just takes so long to deal with. where it's just like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it right now. But you know, there's like, I'm trying to tackle two things at once. It'd be easier if my friend was here, because I know he would just be constantly trying to level this till it was level with the ground, and then I'd be like, alright, just start trying to help me just by digging out some of the surface. And I can show him where the diameters of where he needs to just dig, and then he can just constantly keep digging a staircase down. And dealing with like surface layer stuff. And this is gonna be a big chunk of light just beaming in, which is gonna be nice. It's also a very large chunk removed. From the surface. That's the thing too, is like when I do my strip mining, like I don't just like strip mine like what I want, I strip mine like everything. Like I will destroy an entire chunk. Like there'll be a point where like there won't be a chunk here left, it'll just be air. Because that's how I strip mine. Like I will make it to where like my strip mine just keeps going out in a single in like two directions. It'll keep going like left, right. It'll basically like it'll go down, left, and right, and forward. And that's how my strip mines usually end up being. So they're usually like massive and very fucking deep. Like they are like, give me enough time and I can make the biggest strip mine in Minecraft in survival. Made by just like 1 or 2 people. Best part is too, I can literally just have it to where it's like the challenge is like the world record would be like the world's biggest strip mine in Minecraft using nothing but stone tools. Which just adds that to that layer of annoyance and difficulty to it. Because stone tools aren't exactly the best. If I could make an enchanted table, I'd probably give them like efficiency. Along with unbreaking, just so they work a little bit better. I'm now starting to get to the point where I just need a lot of pickaxes. Wrong freaking area. See, I have so much dirt on me right now. Okay, I have 3 pickaxes. Dude. Move you over here. Dude. It's just easier to do all this part during the day, where I don't have to deal with as many mobs and, you know. Because if I deal with this, then this is a big chunk of what I'm dealing with over here gone. Because this is a part of what the main staircase is gonna be, so I have to deal with this, you know what I mean? Like, I'll slowly deal with this as I expand. Because I want this to go from my base and expand out that way, and that way, and of course down. Okay, I'll dig 1 more layer down for this. And then I'm just gonna go back to doing the dealing with the water. But no, this is a massive like mining project. One that's definitely made a lot easier with TNT, but I got that. I got the resources to make it. Just not the time or the wants to. fine. 11:21. I'm still fine. Just so when I do come back to this, I don't have as much to deal with. Try to level it. I'm gonna dig this back. I mean, this thing's getting there. I mean, granted, I'm not at super deep depths, but I mean, it's getting there. Cause I'm trying to fight against all the water and all that kind of stupid stuff. I don't know why I thought my pickaxe broke already. See, this is the depth that I want it at. Sort of. I'm just gonna deal with this a little bit here. Okay, then we're just gonna mine away this layer. And call it pretty much good. Because I don't want to spend... Actually, no, it's starting to become nighttime, so I kind of have to just deal with all this now. Because I can only do the water stuff during the day. I mean, I guess I could just do it from the top down, but yeah. It's a pain. Hey, dude. Yes, pull your freaking llamas out of here, thank you. My inventory already full again? God damn. Bruh. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's just so much freaking water. Alright, no, let me just start dealing with some of this water problem. Yeah, because I just need to dig this away. Like, doing it this way is nice, just because then I don't have to go into the water. And it helps reduce the surface layer, so I'm not drowning as much. Really, dude? Where'd you even come from? But it also has its downsides, too. You know. Every positive, there's a negative. As the old adage goes. The reaction is completely opposite reaction. Yeah, these guys are just gonna get like on my freaking nerves. I can already tell. So I'm just gonna torch up this area just so it reduces mob spawn rates. Just because I know they're gonna try and attack me when I go towards this crafting table. Stop with the double place. Double place is the worst glitch. Still have no clue where the hell they're even coming from, because I already have a stone shovel on me. Hold on. What? I'm just gonna deposit some of the cobblestone I've collected. Make me another shovel. Ow. Gonna go boop. And then just because I can, since I'm right here, I'm just gonna dig this just so it's a little further down. Just because this deals with this just a little bit more while I'm right here. Because I don't like putting stuff off like super long. Like me and my friend keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the base eventually." Like this isn't even our main base. This is even our second base. This is like our third base. And both of us have lost our maps, so we kind of just gotta wander around aimlessly. I mean, I kind of know the way back. Cause now I went through like a birch forest or something of the sorts. Keep thinking that's a creeper, because creepers look different in this. That's just two pieces of sand. This takes care of a big section of this, which is good. It reduces this by a decent margin. Then I can just dig this away, reduce it even further, which is nice. Nice as Royce. And that's good enough. Just because I have all of this to dig away. And that's the crummy thing, is dirt really never goes away. Like I can't just repurpose it into like a new block, into a new tool or anything like that. It's just there in my inventory. This is actually how far back it goes. Like at least gravel, if I use gravel, it dissipates. It turns to flint eventually. But it is what it is. Yeah, see, look how much easier that is. So much nicer. Yeah, see, I got all of this to deal with. It's just like, blech. It's a pain. But at least I can see down here now. Really? You're not gonna let me fucking swim just because of that one block? It goes so much deeper. See, and this is what I've been dealing with when I was trying to dig to the surface. And this is what me and my friend are kind of dealing with deep under the frickin' surface. With a whole lot of lava and a whole lot of water. So I'm hoping by doing this stripped mine we can actually just explore underground without dealing with water. There's also a massive lava lake, which is where I'm kind of hoping the sand will come into play so I can remove the lava lake. So we can see what's under there, because they're usually lava cannons that have like iron, diamonds, and redstone and other stuff like that nearby and or underneath it, so you kind of got to deal with the lava when you can. Which is why gravel tends to be pretty useful. Same for sand. Sand's pretty good for that as well. Some would just say just use water, but then it just turns to obsidian, then you have to mine the obsidian, which takes forever. So to me it's just easier just to get rid of gravel and other blocks of this sort. And I'm just trying to collect all these blocks. You know, the more I fill this in, the easier it is for me to do all of this, because then it's more closer to the surface level. Because then I don't have to keep coming back up nearly as much for air. Well then. Also, a frickin' turtle helmet would be lovely for this. Turtle helmet, from what I remember, gives you like water breathing, which is nice. It would be a really nice status effect to have. And there's also the heart of the sea, which you can use to make something else, which allows you to breathe underwater. But that requires you to go to the ocean and get enough shells and find it, first of all, and then you have to use these special blocks to activate it, which you can only get from the sea temple, which are a pain to freaking find and get. I've never been to one of those in survival, not even gonna lie to you. I have never found an underwater temple. Ever. Just because I don't know where to look. Like, it just says it's in the deep sea biome, but then it's just like, what the fuck is the deep sea biome? Because, like, I find some pretty deep oceans sometimes, and it's just like, nope, it's not the deep sea. It's not the deep sea biome. It's somewhere else. It's like, okay. I remember when it was first introduced, I was terrified because I hate the ocean. Even in Minecraft, I hate going to the ocean, even though I know there's nothing dangerous. For the most part, other than, like, drowns. Drowns aren't scary, they're just basically zombies. But now that I kind of understand what those guardians might actually be, that might be some kind of redstone machine, it's like, it's not that scary. They're not sea creatures, they're a freaking machine. Well, that was short-lived. Now I'm gonna dig into a cave system eventually because I always keep hearing a lot of mobs. But I can kind of guess where it might be. And I know that when I do this, I'm gonna dig into a lot of our dead ends as well. Which is gonna, or a lot of them are untorched because we took the torches from dead ends and repurposed them. Oh, lapis, nice. I don't got an iron pickaxe though. That's at least a good sign that we're getting to decent depth for seeing lapis already. But no, this is the project me and my friend are doing. It's a really massive project. If any of y'all have been wondering, what's up with Minecraft? What am I doing on Minecraft? Yeah, we died. We got our stuff back. Eventually, I'm going to freaking kill your damned llamas. Damned freaking wandering villager. Like, get out of here. But no, I want to, eventually when I get Minecraft on PC, I want to build an actual Norse mythology, like, story-driven kind of thing. And comments will just be, like, turned off so I don't see them, and I can just see comments after, but that's going to be way down the road. It's going to be a private server with me and any friends that I have. Okay. That's all the sinking blocks that I have for now. I mean, hey. Just removed a decent amount. I mean, can't complain. I mean, I am getting there. Hey, y'all. 강해세요. 따따라. 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 Good, just doing Minecraft stuff. Let's see. Let me dig this away a little bit more. Lots of lapis. Lapis lazuli. Before anyone freaks out, because I'm not mining the lapis, I need an iron pickaxe, which I do not have. But, you did join the stream a little bit on the tail end, because I will be going to work soon, eventually. Okay, I'm gonna bring this closer, so I don't have to go all the way up there. Don't worry, you still got like quite a long while before I do have to go to work. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I might be able to stream for like 2.5 hours, I think, maybe. Kinda depends. I have most of my clothes already on, I just need my pants, socks, shoes. Look at this, there's still more water. Oh my god, how the fuck am I alive? And this is why me and my friend, why I'm trying to start a strip mine, because look at this, this is an entire cave system right here. I don't like pants, that's just the thing, I hate pants. It's just the thing with me, if you watch me long enough you'll realize I hate pants. It's just pants are required at a work site. That's why when I make my company, I want to make it to where I have like options, to where if people such as myself really like dresses, we have a work dress. So it's like some girls have like a specially designed dress, which will still be up to code for like certain things. So the dress won't get in the way, and we'll have it to where they have certain clothes they wear with it. So it's like, you know. Because I remember there was an issue way back in the olden days where it was just like men would lift girls' skirts up because skirts used to be like a part of certain companies' dress code. So it's like we're gonna have a thing to where it's like they can't like peek under the dress at all or anything like that. And then same for like we'll have like special kind of like work shorts that you can wear depending on what area you work in. Just because sometimes it does get a little hot. Especially in those damn suits. Ooh, speaking of which, we got a new head at Chuck E. Cheese, and it's super nice, because it actually stays on your head. It doesn't want to move around at all. If it's super snug on. But, you know, I'd love to get like a work dress, and then, or like skirt or something like that, just like, you know, make it to where people have variety. It's where they can either just wear, you know, like polo shirts, because polo shirts are usually kind of a thing with a lot of workplaces, where it's like business kind of attire, like semi-business, you know. But I want to have options to where you can buy clothes that are from the company that are like really nice. They're different than just normal work clothes. They can be really cute. They can be comfortable. You know, give people diversity in what clothes they can wear at work. Because I hate how limited I am to what I can wear to work. Which is why I'm super happy about the Bootastic event going on this Halloween. Like, not Halloween, but this month. Soon. Might be this month or next month, I don't remember. But I can wear my Halloween costume, and I'll be wearing my Halloween costume every Saturday, if I remember correctly. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to be trying to get a fake sword, and then there was a fake gun in the background. I want to ask if I can use it for my costume. And I want to, like, stitch together, kind of like... I don't know. I'll put something together. Alright, my aunt actually gave me something for me to put over my blanket. It's basically something you stick your blanket in as a which is really nice, and it feels really comfortable. I really like the feel of it. I just need to get it from her so I can stick my blanket in it, so I don't have to work with a patchwork blanket anymore, and I can sleep comfortably. For once. Okay, now let me see what I'm working with here. Yeah, so that just keeps going down. But don't get me wrong, patchwork blanket will still be a thing. It's just gonna be in like a sleeve-esque thing. But I'm just so tired of this blanket, how it's all torn up and it's just torn to ribbons, and it's just like, I'm just getting tired of it. But if I can get a sleeve for it, then I can actually sleep more comfortably. Because that's my main thing, right? It's like, I can't touch cotton. Cotton annoys my skin. I just don't like the feel of cotton at all. I hate the feel of cotton. And then, if I really wanted to, I could put this other blanket I have in there with it as well. Once I, you know, because what it'll do is it'll add more weight to it. Because I like weighted blankets, but I don't like the fact that some weighted blankets have like patches. But they have like pockets in them where they put the weights in, so it's like the weight isn't distributed across the whole blanket, it's distributed across certain parts of the blanket. Like my mom had a lion blanket that was just heavy. Like, it was a really fucking thick, heavy, like, kind of fur blanket. And it was really heavy. The thing at least weighed, like, 10 pounds. Bundled up. Like, it was a big-ass blanket. And it was very warm, and it was heavy, and it felt like a big hug. And I'm just getting so used to the weight of this blanket that I need more weight to it. See, that's my thing, right? I like pressure. That's why I like, when I get hugs, I like really tight hugs, to where it feels like I'm being squished. That's just my thing. I like being squished, because I'm a little squish. I'm a little squish and marshmallow. So I like being squish. And so, that's just my thing. Yes. I like the sensation of being squished. Never. I'm a squishy little marshmallow. Okay, I need to go collect some more dirt. That's not going to be too difficult at all, because I just have this pile right here I can just dig away from. Still need to go get me an iron pickaxe. I can deal with that a little bit later. Might actually just go grab my diamond, because I'm not really in any danger while I'm here, so... I mean, I am. It's nightmares, but... I'm gonna work on this thingy here a little bit more. Just because it is drastically in my way. Plus this helps me dig my thing a little bit further down, lets me collect some more blocks. Especially gravity blocks. I like calling them gravity blocks just because they're blocks affected by gravity, essentially. That's one thing I want to get, is a mod that deals more with physics in Minecraft if I get it for PC. Not like stupid physics where if like you break a block, everything just crumbles. Like I want it to be to where if I chop a certain part of a tree down, it'll fall. Like instead of being... I want to find a mod if it works. And then I can find a mod like this to where when you're chopping down a tree, instead of being like, oh, you just keep hitting the block and then eventually it breaks. I want to find a block to where you take pieces out of the block and then it breaks. And then you're able to pick it up. Starting to enter into a layer of just stone, which is not fun. I'll enter a layer where there's just more dirt and sand again. It'll just take some time. It is what it is. God, I love this music in this freaking texture pack. That's like, yes. Gets me in all the right places. Okay. It's a minute from 12. Slowly pushing this water down, because I need to get into that one cave system and deal with that water down there eventually. Yep, there it goes. Hey. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, but now, as you can see, it's like I'm starting to take care of some of the water, but then it's also just like not at the same time.
What? No, that's unsanitary. That gets you the seconds.
There's this one girl at my work though. She has a very kind of like different name from any names I've ever heard before. So it's like I feel bad because I don't think I'll ever remember how to say her name. Because it's definitely like it's definitely not an English name. I can say that much. It's definitely like a name from a different language, which is just like
I'm about understands.
I mean, I think she was born in the U.S., but I think just her family comes from like a different cultural background. Because I know there's some families where they've lived in the U.S. for years and years and years, but their family's history comes from a different background that's not from America, so they kind of keep that kind of like cultural naming of their kids, so their kids are named after, you know, stuff from their culture or stuff like that. Like, Native Americans, I can say, is a good example. They tend to name their kids, despite them living in America for like long time, will still have Native American like names. Like I met someone when I was taking the train one day. His name was Tomahawk 6, and so even though he's lived in America for a long time, it's just he still has an old-fashioned like native name instead of a more English name. The one thing that I like about Utah is it's just a big ass fucking mixing pot of cultures. Doesn't matter where you're from, you're gonna fit right in. Doesn't matter if you came from Germany, Russia, Slovakia, Ukraine, like England, Ireland, Scotland, Hungary. I'm just trying to think of other countries. But no, everyone fits in Utah. That's the one thing I like about Utah. Doesn't matter where your cultural background is from, you're gonna fit right in. Because that's the crazy thing about Utah is Utah doesn't really have its own culture. And Utah is a big, huge working state. Like, everybody in Utah works, like, hard to get where they are in life. Like, they work really hard to achieve their dreams and, you know. Because it's kind of why Utah is known as the Beehive State, because it's full of really hard-working people. Then you get people who keep coming to Utah for some fucking reason. Like, I've had people come from, like, England, Ireland, Russia, like, Scotland, freaking other states. Like, people just come to Utah, and I'm like, why? I don't understand. I mean, I guess people are kind of like that as well. It's just like, I don't know why you want to come to my country, or like why you want to come see my state, or why you want to come to to my neck of the woods. It's like there's nothing special here, but it's just kind of like you've lived there for so long that you just like, eh. Like don't get me wrong, like Utah has amazing sunsets and really cool rainbows that are really beautiful, but it's just like, eh. I've seen it 100 times, and I'll probably see it 100 more times. Especially in like West Jordan. Like God, there's one part of West Jordan. It's like on Redwood and Fox Park Drive, and God, the sunrise there. You got like purples and oranges and blues and pinks and reds, but it's just because that was like during like fall or winter, and I don't think we'll ever have sunrises like that again because as global warming happens, what creates all those beautiful colors is the sun shining through water particles in the air, like crystal, like ice crystals and stuff like that. So it kind of like messes with the color spectrum of the sunrise. And as global warming heats up, that kind of stuff just doesn't happen anymore. It's kind of why I'm kind of also hoping Elon Musk can find a way to make sure we can live on another planet, because it'll help reduce global warming. Sort of, in a weird way. You know, I'm not gonna plan on exploring that cave system at all. Don't have any current plans to, don't have any future plans to. I mean, he's really pushing hard for those electric cars. Like, there's ways we can do stuff about it. Like, if we actually had a bunch of air filters hooked up to, like, wind turbines and fucking solar panels, like, that shit would actually help out a lot, because it would reduce, like, a lot of the carbon and dioxide in the air, you know? Especially if you had, like, solar, like, air filters near farmland, like, where there's a bunch of cows, because cows are a big kind of factors to why there's a lot of carbon monoxide, because, especially in America, like, a lot of America's farm, like, land, like, a majority of it's used for cows and, like, livestock, and not a whole lot of it's used for, like, farming, like, plants and stuff like that. And animals produce a lot of carbon monoxide, and they're not as sustainable as fruit or vegetables, because you need to get the feed, which you use fruits and vegetables for, to give to the animal. Then that animal eats the feed, which then frickin' they produce carbon monoxide, as well as, you know, whereas a plant isn't sustainable all year round, yes, but with greenhouses it can be sustainable all year round. Granted, that's more of on a small scale, but there's ways we can help reduce carbon emissions. I just think, because that's the thing too, right? Fake meat is getting so good at what it's supposed to be doing, which is, you know, imitating meat, that you can't tell the difference. And if we can get a lot more, like, personally, fake meat is just something that's just like, I'm not interested in it until it gets, like, really advanced. Like, they're getting so good at being able to make fake meat that they're able to make steaks that taste like steak. But it's all plant-based, which is a lot better, because then we're reducing the things that we need for taking care of livestock. And livestock is the biggest factors to pollution, along with cars and factories and other things like that. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but livestock, they're a big one. Like, don't get me wrong, there's always gonna be people who are like, I only want meat, give me meat. I haven't, but I've seen people try them, and they're like, fucking, they can't tell the difference. And I've seen it too. It's like, they're even trying to grow meat in labs, lab-grown meat, which mean what they're doing is they're taking meat tissue from animals, and they're trying to sustain it and give it life, essentially, and the meat just grows in a petri dish, essentially. And it's still meat. That's the thing. It's just grown instead of in a lab, instead of grown from the animal. And the lab-grown meat is more pure, which is the weird part, because it has less fat in it, and it's a little bit more healthier. And then you got, you know, the fake meat, which is getting so realistic you can't tell that it's fake anymore. And, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Like, if I can find a store that actually sells, like, fake meat that's, like, really accurate, because before, vegetarian alternatives used to be fucking hockey pucks that tasted terrible, but now we're getting to the point where so I get to the point where it's just like you can't tell the difference, which is something that's really nice, because that means people are more likely to, like, want to buy non-meat alternatives, because then it's just like, it's better for the environment, because if the need for meat goes down, because a lot of people want meat for the simple fact that back in the olden times, it used to be a luxury. Like, not everyone could afford meat. If you could afford meat, it meant that you were rich, you were a royalty, and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's just like, if you could get meat, it's just like, cool, meat. Don't get me wrong, sometimes some meat is a fucking luxury, like a fucking good ribeye, or, you know, really good steak, a really good high quality steak. Like, that stuff's still expensive and costs you an arm and a leg, but not like it was in the medieval period, that's for certain. Balls. Good, I need to go deposit a bunch of stuff. Okay, it's 12:15, I'm still fine. I just gotta make sure that I'm there by 1 o'clock. I have to go to work, though. I have to keep up with the grind. Okay, then... Gonna intentionally get this to break. There we go. Craft me some new tools. Bonk. And bonk. There we go. And then just deposit all this cobblestone in this chest, because I don't need it anymore. I'm just gonna end up needing more anyway. Okay. But I am hoping, though, that once I get this area dealt with, I can start strip mining from the surface, and then hopefully start working on that other water pocket, because I eventually want that strip mine to come all the way out to, like, right here. Like, I want this to be a massive strip mine. I mean, I want an entire chunk of the world gone. Like, I want this strip mine to look like a giant made it. Because Vikings. There's giants that exist in... Oh, for the love of it, just stop trying to eat and just open the door. Because giants in Norse mythology were the ones who made the mountains. Like, they are the reason why the mountains are the shape they are. Like, they carved the mountains. So for me, I just think it's really cool. I love Norse mythology and, like, lore and stuff like that. Okay, I need a new helmet. Chest piece here soon. Gonna need new boots as well soon. I think it takes like, what, 3 blocks of iron to make a full set of armor? New boots. And a new pair of pants. Just about. Okay, and I really don't want to use that diamond pickaxe, so I'll just use an iron one. There we go. I now have the iron pickaxe, so now I can mine other minerals. I'm proud of that door. I just wish I could make it automatic instead of having to use a lever.
Da 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 da.
Probably should have made an iron shovel just because it would make it to where I don't have to take as long, but yeah. So I don't have to eat rotten flesh all the damn time. Okay, now then, I do need to carve this back a little bit. Just because it is starting to get to that point where it needs to be moved back a little bit more. Just so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got 10 minutes-ish. So at the 2:43 mark I have to go. Definitely got a lot of work done though, I'm happy. Can't be disappointed with what the progress I made was. I know Carl's gonna be shocked. Because I made a decent amount of progress, especially on this mountain, because he was working on this trying to flatten it and stuff like that. I just gave him a task, and this mountain used to be much larger than this. Like, that chest is just what we've gathered from doing this. That's why I keep making cobblestone tools and not iron. Because yes, we have a bunch of iron in a chest underground somewhere, but you know, it is what it is. What? that was Carl. The girl with the pink hair is Carl. It's just the skin. That was Carl. I don't have any female friends. At least none that I play on PS4 with. Woo! There we go. There's that area I was looking for. There. I actually really don't. That's why I'm so lonely. I am very lonely and very depressed. I get no cuddles. Because to me, if someone that's an actual friend, like an actual friend, is someone who hangs out with you. You know, like drink with you, you know, they, like, you've known them for a long time. Like, my friend Carl, I've known for a long time. Me and him hang out together. We've actually drank together on my 18th birthday. So, I mean, like, my friend Carl, he's an actual friend of mine. Like, we have history together. Damn you bastard, you broke my freaking boots. Yeah, tonight's the night the Phantoms come out, which is where things get very, very annoying. Bastard, leave me alone. I'm just gonna use this iron pickaxe just because it is faster. Because I really do need to get the staircase, like, leveled out to where it's supposed to be. I can't, he lives in Missouri, I live in Utah. I knew him back when I lived in Arizona for a while, and we went to high school together. And I just haven't been able to get rid of him since. Despite all the fucked up stuff I've done to him. Like, I know there's some people that would have fucking pressed charges for some of the stuff that I did. For, like, mental trauma or whatever the heck you want to call it. Psychological damage or whatever. That's stupid BS. Ow. Leave me be! I just want to dig. Just seriously not gonna leave me alone. Just let me dig, damn it. Let me dig in peace. See, this is why I want a glass roof on this thing. Because then I can dig all I want without worrying about those bastards. See, one thing I do miss about having a girlfriend that lives in the same state as me is that I could get held by her, I was able to get cuddles, I could get kisses, I was able to use her lap as a pillow sometimes. Like, that's all I want. I don't want much in a relationship. I just want, like, love, affection, cuddles, and lap pillows. Okay, I got about 2 minutes. I'm gonna try and finish up as much of this as I can before I have to go to work.
Well, you should have joined sooner. I was live streaming forever. It'll say, you can join when you're able to join.
So confused. I swear to God, I just made a pickaxe. Oh, I guess I clicked on the block of raw iron by mistake. Oops. Beep me bee! I've done nothing wrong to deserve this abuse. I can have my work wait. I don't need to leave immediately. I want to finish at least this part of the staircase. Carl? God, no. Me and Carl actually had a drunken brawl with one another when we got drunk for the first time. We were like, alright, let's wrestle one another. I want to see who's stronger. So we were just doing like old-fashioned Roman wrestling to see who could put who into the ground and, you know, hold him there. I won one, he won one, and then we had a tie. Okay, I don't want to leave no later than 12:40 because then I'll be actually really late. But this just needs to get done. It's gonna bug me and I won't stop thinking about it if I don't. I'll be thinking about this all the time when I'm at work. The whole time I'm at work, I'll just be thinking about this. Okay, finally. Jesus Christ, my phone's at like 80%. Jesus Christ. I've been trying to charge my phone since this morning and fucking until now. It's only now at 82%. That's even if it's reading the right percentages, because this phone battery is just so old it doesn't give the right signal of what the power of it is. Come in, now see, like this cavern here though that's like underneath where I'm trying to strip mine is a perfect example of why I'm making a strip mine. Because it's just like you have all these deep freaking caverns everywhere, because I don't know, just because the new update with the caves and cliffs, it's just like makes such massive caverns. And me and my friend, there's just such a big amount of caverns underneath our feet right now in this world, and it's just like we can't explore all of them. We keep trying to plug up dead ends, and it's just like we keep running into more dead ends, and yeah, it's just a vicious cycle, just constantly like trying to just do stuff.
It's annoying, I'm telling you. I bugged the killer.
Bastards. You guys are lucky that it's freaking raining. If it wasn't raining right now, you'd be burning. Alright, I need to chop down this tree so I can get me some more wood. I'm all out of sticks. Alright, it's 12:34. I'm still fine. I can probably end up live streaming till like the 3-hour mark. It's fine. I've got time. I don't got money on my mind. Plus, this will actually bug me if I don't finish this staircase. Like, I will literally be on this the entire time I'm at work, not even focusing. So it's just like, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. Because that's how my brain works. It's like, once I start a task, if I don't finish it sometimes, it's like my brain won't stop thinking about it until it's done. Because that's just how I am. Like, when I have a task, especially if it's a task that I want to do, I need to get it done. If I don't get it done, it's going to bug me. I know I can finish it later, but it's just going to bug the hell out of me if I don't do it now. I won't be late. I just have to pedal like a madman. This is helping clear out my inventory a little bit more. Okay, I got about 3 minutes. Kinda got that part done. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. Just because when I get back on, I have a little bit less work to do. I also don't know where my name tag is or literally anything that I need, so I'll probably just do this one last tidbit of the staircase, and then I have to go and get ready because I need to get my socks, my shoes on, my pants, need to find my everything really. My bed's an absolute nightmare right now. Like, there is money all over my bed. I have like a whole bunch of stuff all over my bed. Just because I've emptied out my backpacks, I've got like lots of change, like small dollar bills. Ugh. Like, I've got change on my bed, on my TV stand, on my nightstand, on my floor. I need my socks. I need new socks. Okay, I still got time. Okay, the socks that I have are actually special, because they have extra padding on the bottom of them, because it helps with me with my flat feet, and because I have no soles left in my shoe, because my soles have just been completely flattened. I also have no treads on the bottom of my shoe either, but hey, that's just me. And I personally just don't like high-end shoe brands. I don't even know what brand my shoe is from, because it doesn't have a name tag on it, or like any logos or anything like that. Like, it's nice. It's not waterproof, so when it gets to winter, I need to buy new shoes. Same for fall. I need to buy new shoes because if the streets start to flood, which probably isn't likely because Utah hasn't had a flood in a while, and I'm in West Jordan, so it doesn't really flood that much. Mill Creek floods. Mill Creek floods a lot. Like, it floods bad. Alright. I've done that. I do have to go to work, but if you guys like this video, why not go check out some other content, and I'll see you assassins in the next one. Bye bye.